Finally. Yes, finally got the time to do this. The archon quest.
Ever tried chasing waves before? You wanna try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach. Woo! Whoa! Ah. Whew.
Tina!
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay? Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened. Oh, she looks so sad, too.
Huh? Oh, gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yep, we just got to Natlan.
Oh, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthabiti Kachina. Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes. And that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team to participate?
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually, an ancient name-bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an ancient name-bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Yeah, the scale seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes. All ancient name-bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone. At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our... Yep, time for the next phase of our journey to start for real!
What are you guys talking about? Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just... how should I put this? I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
It's all right. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team. I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak. It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the 3 of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. She can give them all a run for their...
Oh, I get it. You were able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
Learn from us?
Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe. I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you. Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine. No one expects anything out of me. But If I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time. Thank you! Who would have thought I'd get the Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
Hey, there's the big Gina. Yeah, I should really be with her. Oh yeah, I got a lizard. Yeah, I'm running out of the floor. I hate how good this is going. Sadness or heal. Ah, this. So, in the meantime,
Whoa! Woo!
if I had anything else, no, this won't do.
Huh?
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this. Let's go. It's spicy.
Whoa!
Whoa. That thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you. Many of our tribe's people love music and dance and have an amazing... In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead. to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family. He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in Natlan, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course. Natlan is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house. The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up.
So is Paimon Saurian?
See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back. No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents. Need help or Japan!
Bro, it's so fast.
This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
Wayab? Is that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above. We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief recounts and interprets dreams relating to our Wayab to decipher its will. The Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
Chief! Oh, let me
Oh.
introduce you.
Wait,
This is
is-
Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it. I don't know how you met her, but
Whoa.
a feeling isn't going to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I'd prefer something more reliable. You're the traveler.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, traveler.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Learn well from her, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
This is like a cool dude.
To earn that kind of praise from the chief.
Apologies for not trusting your...
Oh, don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
Yeah.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? What?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my...
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right! That word kept popping up in our conversation earlier. So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Whoa, that black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
It looks like it's
The
better.
Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Just like me. I'm still not sure why our Wayab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
Then,
It is
you're
good.
saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it! If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names. Our forebears carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it. So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wayab's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held. Of course. She's the most important.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's.
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
All right, we're off. See you later, Chief.
Come on, man. Back.
I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts. He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Yeah. Your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation. Not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop, the Statue of the Seven, is also in that... Here goes!
Woohoo! The statue is so pretty. Is that what the pyro are?
You betcha! Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome!
It didn't work when you tried earlier either. Now we know that wasn't a fluke. What's going...
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
This would have been such a good opportunity to show Kachina how impressive you are. It's so weird that it's not working. There must be something about...
Aw, I would have liked to see that.
Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's all right. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching this? That's something only vision bearers can use. Could you show me? Only if you want to, I mean. No pressure.
Take it away, Trap.
Wind flare!
Wow! Different elemental powers! Wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me give it a try! Nope. Still just Geo. Anyway, I was right! You really are...
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's that?
Is that from the outward? I mean, it looks like it's straight out there. The blue avatars.
Oh, that's a cuckoo soar. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Paimon already made the connection, Traveler. You don't have to imitate her.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here, take this. They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. It's actually candy. My mom made them. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy.
Woo! Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
Yeah, like you're addicted to it.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. we've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apple.
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared. They only come in handy every so often. Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as God.
And that's...
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible? You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess it...
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years. Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us? If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I wouldn't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think you'll get along great.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
All right, Paimon's just about ready to... Huh? What's that?
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston. Sorry to disappoint...
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Wait! You can use it too? How? That
Okay, that's really...
was amazing! I don't even know what to say!
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming. What do we do? Is something after us? Should we get ready to fight?
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina. Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the Chisleth lure you over here? Warm, isn't it?
Oh, so it was just a friendly saurian.
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any Outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's just a big softie.
what does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kinda scary, don't you think? He's huge!
It's a brachio. What could go wrong?
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float along. Wow, the sightseeing is even better from up here.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close, Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for... In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one. And even chased off a few other saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get our cart right side up again. I've been bringing him fruit ever since. Oh, and I was the one that named him Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food he could eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was already this big.
My name is Totoro. It's gotta be a reference. It's gotta be.
Oh, look over there! That's our destination! The Stadium of the Sacred Flame. You can let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift. It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto other.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Time to go.
Right here!
I really like the music.
We made it! I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting.
Oh dear, no, to my boy. You're annoying as ever.
Listen here, you. It's not just Kanish and Moalani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
What the heck? That's a strange-looking saurian. Or, wait, is it even a saurian?
Take it down a notch, all right? You don't even know some of these people. Just because
there's the
Kachina's
boy
too nice to
Sasuke.
get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Eat it.
All right, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Hal just doesn't have much of a filter, that's all. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello, Paimon's Paimon!
Everyone. This is Simon. Nice to meet you.
A traveler, you say? You came at the perfect time. The pilgrimage is a sight to behold this time of year.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again. That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the...
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
So they're here too? Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The
Bam.
pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland. Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan. Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep, so it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory in a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to... Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2 is always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us?
I think they're definitely less long here.
You're right. 2 is definitely better than 1.
Maybe it's, I think it's annoying
It's
sometimes.
just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights...
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little... Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
This is the place. Let's wait for Mualani here.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanich.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for...
That's right.
I'm sorry, but
You couldn't make an
it's not that simple. The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to... This is the fire that fuels the sacred...
Oh, so there's enough?
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanich. Contending fire can only... Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which...
Oh, so it all comes down to the contending fire. Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stand.
That would be great! Gil, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually. You read Paimon's mind, Traveler. Why doesn't
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually.
victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for 1 person to return victorious.
Because every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high. That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams, to instill in us the importance of working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
This all sounds pretty
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of danger is always present. But together, we can move
He
forward,
fought
united in the knowledge that
way too
behind
much
every
to be-
hero
wait.
charging into battle lies the support of
So
all
as
of
it is.
Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of...
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How, lest you live to regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are...
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our archon, family and friends included. Which means you...
Okay. Pretty cool, baby.
Let her rip!
Woohoo! Dig in, you guys. Eat as much as you want. These dishes are all local specialties. There's more where this came from too, so don't be shy. Let's feast until the bill gives the Archon a heart attack.
Don't be dramatic.
The Pyro Archon is very generous, even if it does cause some trouble for all the hotel workers and volunteers. Speaking of trouble, I've locked a How away for now, so you don't have to worry about him being a nuisance.
Wait, isn't that a little hard?
Nah, Kanich and Ahau are always like that. Everyone has their own unique way of getting along with their Saurian companion. What's got you all down in the dumps, Kachina? You don't have to worry about tomorrow. I'll be with you every step of the way.
I know. Everything's fine, really. I'm just nervous. I can't keep using my age as an excuse. I have to get stronger. I have to prove to people that I'm not trying to avoid the Night Warden Wars.
You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know your own heart. So stop beating yourself up over other people's opinions. If they don't think you deserve to bear your ancient name, they can take it up with the Wyub. Trust me, Kachina. The Wyub see something special in you.
I just hope it's not the fact that I can take a few punches. Yeah, I'm on a 7 or 8 pilgrimage losing streak. My ranking has been improving little by little, but still no wins.
To be honest, losing 7 or 8 times isn't even a lot. Maybe other people can't see your improvement, but your performance still isn't something to scoff at.
Yeah, didn't you say you got really close before?
It's just... what if I don't even make it through the team stage this time?
Hey, have a little faith, will you? You've got me on your team. Stumble, and I'll be there to get you back on your feet. Run into someone you can't beat, and we'll face them together. I know you've never tasted victory, but you trust me, don't you?
Alani, you're the best. I trust you. I definitely do. And you're right. I've got to pull myself together. I still don't know why the Wyub chose me to inherit an ancient name. But I can't be the only bear who's ever felt this way. If they can keep at it, so can I.
Not to mention, the fact that your ancient name has survived until now means all your forebears managed to honor its meaning. Otherwise, it would be lost to us by now, shattered by defeat in battle.
That's right! And you'll have us rooting for you too!
No. It should be the other way around. I was clearly the one who asked to learn from you. But still, thanks you guys. Geez, now I'm crying again. Everyone has been so nice to me today. I'll win this time for sure. I won't let your support go to waste. Oh, right. I should eat something. My mom said I need to keep up my strength for tomorrow.
Nice to see your game face back, Kachina.
Thanks for encouraging her, you two. It's easy for people to only see how she has a lot to learn, so It isn't often that she meets people willing to treat her with patience.
Don't you worry. We've seen how kind and hardworking she is. We can already tell she's a wonderful person.
Take it easy. You're getting tears in your food.
I'll pour you all some drinks.
She even travels with homemade juice?
Kachina's backpack is practically a bottomless pit. It's got everything.
That's true, but she definitely only offered us some so she could go find somewhere to cry for a little while.
Seems like you two really look out for her.
She's like a little sister to me, you know? She's already so talented. She just needs that one decisive win to convince her of it. And I have a feeling this is the one. This could be the win that finally gives her that confidence.
Why are you so sure? Is that what happened to you?
Oh, no. I was just born confident.
Mulani's being modest. She's already a 3-time veteran of the Night Warden Wars. Came out on top each time. And she's never had to be resurrected.
Wow, that's amazing!
Nah, it's no big deal. The opponents I had to face were pretty tame, that's all. Ooh, no wait, that makes it sound too unimpressive. Either way, the challenges haven't been that difficult so far. But I'd love to fight alongside Kachina and experience the glory of victory together. The flowers, the applause.
Paimon gets it! That's how Paimon and the Traveler are too.
Are we?
Of course! Just think about it, Traveler! Where would you be without your guide?
Drinks are here. Better try them while they're still fresh.
Feeling better now, Kachina?
Me? I'm totally fine. Really, I promise. That was just nerves earlier. I'm gonna get some meat in my system, then head out to get some exercise. Want to be nice and loose for the tournament tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
Just don't go overboard, okay? The last thing we need is for someone to oversleep. We've got an early day tomorrow.
If only we had a friend who never oversleeps.
All right, fine. I'll make sure you guys are up on time.
Attaboy. I knew you'd catch on.
Yeah.
So full. So sleepy. I'm still a little worried about Kachina, though. Maybe we can help her out with her training. She did say she wanted to learn from us. Not that Paimon's gonna be doing much of the teaching.
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out. So just show up. Off we go. Faster. Right here.
Kachina!
Oh, it's you two. I just finished training with Mililani. What's up?
Well, you worked so hard to introduce us to Natlan, we wanted to return the favor.
Wow, you guys are exactly like Kachina. Guess I should make myself scarce, though. Kachina...
Huh? What do you mean? Observation?
Yeah, the person who hits the hardest isn't always the one who wins.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying fight smarter, not harder. Having the strength to win is just as important as knowing the right strategy.
Atta girl, Kachina! Exploit your opponent's weaknesses while maximizing your own strengths, and you're sure to find opportunities to turn the tides in your favor.
You're right. I just need to focus. When I get nervous, I forget to assess the situation and end up rushing in without a plan. Mind sticking around a little longer, Mualani? I want to try out some new moves.
Sure.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me, you two. I won't let you down.
Just give it your best shot. Let's ride!
Need a surfboard? Off we go.
Morning, Traveler. Morning, Paimon.
Looks like everyone's here right on time. Good to see that no one overslept.
Says the one who only made it because I was there to get you!
Wow, not so loud. You're gonna give me a headache.
Well, if you don't do well today, we know who to blame now, don't we?
See how your friends talk to me, Kanich? I help you wake them up, make sure everyone's on time, and do I get a thank you, a how? No! I get told off!
mother is a bottom.
Mualani's right, though.
Hopeless. Every last one of you. Alright, moving on. How did you sleep last night, Kachina?
I had some nerves at first, but my bed was great. I fell asleep the minute my head hit the pillow.
That's good to hear. Maybe you handle stress better than you know.
The competition's about to start. Did everyone eat something?
A little.
Oh no. We were so busy focusing on the tournament, we forgot.
I thought that might happen. Here, I brought you some. No thanks necessary. I'll treat you to something even better once.
Attention, everyone! The tournament is about to begin. All contestants proceed to the venue. I repeat.
Well, I'd say more, but that's our cue. The opening ceremony is what kicks everything off. You should be able to see Kachina and me from the stands.
Don't you worry. Paimon's gonna cheer so loud.
Thanks, you two.
Well, we should get going.
And Paimon, don't
See you
let
later.
it that make me go deaf.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm already having hearing problems because of my nephew. Actually,
Attention,
Morpha.
everyone! The tournament's about to begin. All spectators, please take your seats.
Oh, that's our cue.
her little cousin.
We've definitely never witnessed a competition of this scale before. Let's go in once you're ready.
Entering the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, you won't be able to leave the arena once the tournament begins.
The pilgrimage of the return of the Sacred Flame is a competition with a long, storied history. Countless hopefuls have gathered here today, each vying for the same prize, the right to serve their homeland in the Night Warden Wars. Before we begin, allow me to remind everyone of the rules. Today's tournament begins with the team stage, before advancing into individual competition. Each team will board a hot air balloon, which will land at a random location. Contestants must search for fire towers within the contest grounds, accumulate contending fire through combat, and bring a sufficient amount back to the stadium. Defeat in combat, departure from the contest grounds, and running out of time all lead to elimination. Only the strongest teams will be able to withstand the onslaught of battle and return to the arena, blazing fire in hand. Only those who emerge triumphant in the team stage earn the right to take part in the individual battles. The outcome of these one-on-one matches not only affects the contestants' individual scores, but also determines their next opponent. After many rounds of battle, the contestants with the top 5 rankings will get the chance to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Now, let us welcome our archon as she delivers the opening address.
You need to be on fire. Yeah.
Skill, strategy, fortune, form. Many factors influence strength, but victory never lies. The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine the strongest among us, but also a stage upon which to showcase your individual growth. Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. So, without further ado, let the games begin!
So that's the Pyro Archon? Is it just Paimon, or does she seem kind of intimidating? Kachina said she was friendly and welcoming, but, how did she come to that conclusion? Didn't Kachina say she was just an ordinary person before becoming the Archon? Sure doesn't seem like it. She doesn't seem ordinary at all. Oh, look! It's Kachina!
Well, folks, it's clear the contestants are already raring to go. The teams will now board their hot air balloons and make their way to the competition grounds.
Yeah, cool.
Kick their butt!
Go, Mulan, and you kicked.
And the crowd goes wild! The hot air balloons are about to ascend. Contestants, prepare yourselves to take flight! Remember the rules. The balloons will take you to random locations, and your battle starts the moment you land. Best your competition, collect sacred fire, and bring it back to the stadium. Good luck, everyone!
No.
Guess this is where we're starting.
Let me see. It seems pretty quiet around here. Looks like we get to... Let's head that way. We don't need to worry about avoiding other teams. Anyone that crosses our path can kiss their chances goodbye.
Okay, I'll follow.
Just remember, don't hesitate. The team matches are all about keeping the energy up.
Oh.
And with that, the pilgrimage is now underway. Time for the contestants to give it their all.
Oh, a fire tower! And an unoccupied one from the looks of it. Be on the lookout for an ambush. Careful, we've got company!
Kachina. Looks like we've got ourselves an easy start. We've got to fight to generate contending fire in the first place. So let's go. Winner takes all, loser gets lost.
We won! We're just getting started. Grab the fire and let's head to the next spot.
Currently in the lead, we have Chaska, one of the contestants from the Flower Feather clan. Amaru has taken out 6 contestants in a row! What a legendary competitor! But can his hot streak continue?
Oh, well, aren't you two an interesting duo?
How did these monsters make it onto the ground?
It's part of the tournament. You can't handle a few monsters. How are you supposed to repel the abyss? Look, why don't we handle these monsters first? Then we can battle it out between ourselves. Your skills aren't half bad. I think I've got a good grasp of what you can do. Sorry, but not everyone can make it until the end. Your run ends here!
Nicely done, Kachina!
We actually beat a legend!
Come on, don't just stand there. Let's grab the fire and go!
We have a new team pulling ahead! Mualani and Kachina have already eliminated several favorites for the win!
I knew someone would show up! Hand over the sacred fire and no one gets hurt!
Clear the area! Run a rip!
This was new.
Would you look at this? 2 favorites for the win. Itzna and Unkunga have run into each other. Looks like it's gonna be an early goodbye for one of these formidable competitors.
This mountain is huge. Is the next tower really all the way up there? It's going to take forever to make it to the top.
Just leave it to me. I'll get us up there.
We made it! Great work, Kachina!
Glad I could help.
And
Come on! Show me your curve!
We're too late.
Darn it!
And another competitor crosses the finish line. Iansan from the Collective of Plenty certainly living up to some lofty expectations.
Kachina! Is that you? I'm sorry about this, but since we ran into each other, I can't just let you pass. If you want glory, you'll have to go through me!
Check this out.
Every minute that passes, fewer and fewer contestants remain in play. The remaining competitors need...
Hold it right there. That fire is mine.
In your dreams, I think someone needs a reality check, and I'm more than happy to oblige.
I'd like to see you try.
Hey, let's work together. Good idea. No way I'm letting you build a one up the money. Let's go. Let's finish this. This is right. Let's finish.
We've collected enough sacred fire. Still doing all right, Kachina? Uh-oh, we're running out of time. Wait, there's a spirit way over there. We can ride it back. Oh, we really lucked out. Just grab onto me, Kachina. I'm not sure if you remember, but people from my tribe can ride spirit ways over great distances. It's all smooth sailing from here.
Thanks, Milani.
Hey, what are you thanking me for? We won as a team. There's no way I could have taken on that many people without you. Have a little faith in yourself. You're already a great warrior. Oh, those were some steep curves. You're not scared, are you?
I'm fine. I don't scare easily. Not after that last ride you took me on.
Oh, yeah. Back when we first met, right? I accidentally knocked over your piece of cake, then offered to take you spirit way surfing to make up for it.
Actually, I was feeling pretty down that day. My training didn't go well, and... Anyway, you really cheered me up. Milani, I really want to win this time. I want to win this pilgrimage and become a true warrior.
That's what I like to hear. Let's meet.
If your team has gathered enough fire, please proceed to the stadium.
Congratulations, Milani. Congratulations, Kachina. You've successfully cleared the team's...
Amazing. Congratulations.
Keep it up, Kachina!
Kachina!
You two can take a short break while the team stage comes to a close. We'll draw names to determine the individual matchups in a moment. After that, we'll proceed to the next stage of the competition. I wish you both the best.
You two are assigned to different lounge areas, if you'll follow me.
Solo battle's next. And I was 3 wins short last time. I've got to do better. Just calm down, Kachina. You're in good form. You can do this.
Hold it right there. This is the contestants' lounge,
We're contestants too. Let us through.
According to my list, you're not among the individual match contenders, nor are you related to any of the remaining...
Well, we'd still be candidates if it was just based on strength. We only lost because 2 other contestants snuck up on us like cowards. If you could just go contact the referee, we'll wait.
Wait, you two are...
Well, look who we have here. Remember us? Your little trick got... Since we've crossed paths again, let's settle this once and for all. We'll see who truly deserves to advance...
Right now...
Don't mind him, Kachina. Tournament rules place you under no obligation to honor that request. A loss is a loss, and that's final. You! Don't just stand there! Get security over...
Forget the rules. Isn't the pilgrimage about picking the strongest warriors? She just happened to catch us off guard. It was all luck. Exactly. Now's our chance to duke it out fair and square.
Good.
Kachina!
Who are you?
Traveler! Paimon! We just came to have a chat, and then all of a sudden, these guys... You're not bullying... I don't know your names, but if you really want to face me, I'll allow it. It has to wait until after the tournament, though. I need to focus on the upcoming matches. I don't want to let my parents down, or any of the friends who helped me get this...
That's enough, you two. Being caught off guard is not an excuse. You think you can cry foul play when you face the abyss? If this behavior persists, you may find yourselves barred from future competition.
Gonna kick him in the
Are you
nuts.
alright? You're not hurt anywhere, are you? No, thanks to you.
To be honest, I totally blanked out just now. I had no idea what to do. Right. I'll show them what I'm made of.
That sounds more like it. You can do it!
I heard there was trouble. Has the situation been resolved?
Yes. It was nothing out of the ordinary. A couple of sore losers coming to stir up trouble with the contestant.
Some people are so obsessed with glory, they can't even bear the idea of failure. I hope you don't let him get to you, Kachina, because you'll need to get ready. Your match is up soon.
That came up quick. All right, I'm coming. Well, guess I'm off.
Good luck. Good luck, kiddo.
Have faith in yourself, Kachina.
Oh, why is it only 5 foot, not me? Oh, you're gonna be.
You must be Kachina. You know, people told me I got lucky in the draw, but I beg to differ. There are no coincidences in the arena. If you're standing here, it means you're strong, no matter what anyone says. Yes. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what you're made of. The team stage ended before I had my fill of battle. I hope you don't do well. Anything...
I won't lose to you. Not when so many people are supporting me and cheering for me. I really want to earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars.
All right, our contestants have each said their piece. To your places, everyone. And...
Japan! Clear the area! Ow!
Come on, you can do better! That's more like it. Again!
He's smacking.
I actually lost. Knew I had an eye for the good ones. Guess that means I was right about you all along.
Congratulations to Kachina for taking the win. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone. Now, diving into the other matchups.
Yeah.
That's one down!
Come on. Let's take a champion for kicking a child. Oh no, stick.
Where do you come from, kid? Think you've got what it takes to go to war? Hate to break it to you, but it won't be easy to get through me.
And you are...
You don't recognize me? Figures. Our generation's been in decline ever since Ateya and the others retired from the front line. Either way, once we face off, you won't forget my name any-
Lilio! Lilio!
Hear that? The exhilarating cheers of the crowd. That's why I'm here.
And what happened to my... Oh, I mean, guys, I guess DPS. Kaplash! nó nè.
She's strong. I can't rush this. Just like the Traveler said. I need to and look for an opportunity. It's not just about who hits the hardest.
Come on, Katrina, you can do it!
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to you, kid. You really impressed me. I take back what I said before our match. You've got what it takes, Kachina. Youngsters like you, you'll forge your own miracles.
And it's Kachina for the win! We'll now head into a short break as our contestants prepare for the final round of competition.
You see what
Thanks for cheering me on, you two.
You were great out there! You faced a lot of impressive competitors, but they never stood a chance!
I don't think I did too shabby either. I've never gotten this many points before.
You ready for the last round, Kachina?
Moalani!
I got permission to come see you before the last round starts. Based on your score, it looks like you'll make it to the Night Warden Wars if you win your next match. But, your final opponent... It's me.
What?
How fortunate.
Yeah, I just found out myself. We're really close in the rankings, so only the winner gets to move forward. But I wanted to fight alongside you.
I did too, but it is what it is. People with similar scores tend to get matched against each other. But we just have to get past it. War is cruel, and the Abyss certainly isn't going to go easy on us. Only Natlan's strongest deserve to stand against them. So, I'm going to give this battle my all, Kachina. And I hope you do the same. To hand victory to your opponent is to take pity on them.
I guess it's time to
But no one's
have an
asking for
earthquake.
pity here, yeah? So,
I'll do my...
Atta girl.
So, if one of you has to lose, who should we cheer for then?
You mean one of us is destined to win? It's something worth celebrating either way. I'll be happy no matter who wins. And I know you feel the same way, Kachina. So, don't overthink it. Let's just have ourselves a good match. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you after the match.
Good luck.
I've been training so long for this, and Moalani's helped so much. I'm going to show her that it didn't go to waste. Thanks for believing in me. I'll try believing in myself this time too. Here goes!
Why do the feet sound like the 20th Century Fox opening?
We've arrived at the final phase. The winner of this match will take the final spot among the victors. Give it up for a longtime contender and first-time finalist from the Children of Echoes, Kachina!
Don't worry.
You get this, Kachina!
And her opponent from the people of the Springs, a young prodigy and Night Warden Wars veteran, Mualani! This face-off between old friends promises to be an explosive showdown. May the best warrior win!
You've come so far. Still nervous?
Why does it have to be you? Still, I'm glad in a way. Even if I lose, I won't have any regrets.
Come on! Kachina, this is no time to be modest. I know you want this more than me. And it's about time you start sounding like it, okay?
I want to win. Mualani, this one's mine.
One.
I'm sorry, Mualani. I'm so sorry. I went too hard.
Look.
The winner is, from the Children of Echoes, Kachina! And with that, the winners of this pilgrimage have been decided. Put your hands together for our victors as we welcome them to the stage. With her 6th consecutive win, Cheska of the Flower Feather Clan. She managed to turn the tides all by herself. Iansan of the Collective of Plenty. With an explosive comeback 10 years in the making, Kaiulani of the People of the Springs. A seasoned and renowned warrior, Kibangu of the Scions of the Canopy. Last but not least, finally living up to her true potential, Kachina of the Children of Echoes.
Over here, Kachina!
I made it. Feels like a dream.
This is no dream. Your strength is what got you here.
We'll be going to war together. It's an honor to fight alongside you, Kachina.
No matter how many pilgrimages I witness, I'm always overwhelmed with pride in this moment. Pride for you, my brave warriors. You give me faith that our innumerable sacrifices are not in vain, that the future of Natlan shall burn with the brilliance of a blazing fire. Brave warriors, the following is an order, and also a personal request.
She is a new one.
Go forth and crush the abyss. Seize victory and glory for Natlan!
As you command.
As you command.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. I wanted to thank you for supporting Kachina back there. She really has grown into a formidable competitor. Not that it feels good to lose, but I'm happy for her. It's definitely bittersweet, though. Hey, wanna go for a walk? Kachina and the others will be busy fighting the Abyss, so why don't I show you around?
Sure! What do you say, Traveler? Something on your mind?
Listen, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. But she's got experienced, powerful companions to take the lead. Glory always comes with a risk. If victory was assured, no one would take pride in it. She's not one to fall so easily. She bears the ancient name
But this
Uthabiti
time,
after
the Abyss
all.
has more power.
We just need to hold the fort while
we're
they're gone.
meeting at the
Come to think of it,
Faith.
you've never visited my tribe, have you? The people of the Springs live alongside the Kaholasaurs. Our tribe is an ideal spot for some R&R. I'll take you to all the best spots. You'll
Looks like you beat me to it.
Kinich?
I was planning on inviting you to visit the Scions of the Canopy. Most of the adventures that belong to the guild come from my tribe, so I figured you might be interested.
Hey, first come, first served.
Yeah, you were first. Still, Traveler, Paimon, feel free to stop by if you ever have time. You're always welcome.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
All right, let's pack.
Now, reputation.
Let's ride!
Off we go.
Not a random. It's not an asshole. That's cool. What the hell? Red quest? You know that's kind of brings out danger, right? Red is all associated with danger a lot of time. Yep, that's Hawaii.
Ah, we're finally here! So this is your home, Mualani? Paimon can't wait to have a look around.
Yeah, border of Hawaii, man.
See? What did I tell you?
About,
Getting hot springs after a battle is just the best.
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another. It's still early in the day, isn't it?
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Why? Not a beer?
Now this is a vacation. Absolutely amazing.
Wow, it's so lively around here. Is there some kind of holiday going on?
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe every day is worth celebrating. Now, let me show you around. Where to start? Shochiqui Cattle Records, Kalamchi Plaza. Oh, there's so many options, but I recommend start the hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for a nice long
that's
soak
true,
and you're guaranteed a good night's sleep.
Wait, you want us to bathe?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get changed.
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine. Do I look that old to you?
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. This is the Traveler, and the small one next to her is Paimon. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking them around to experience our custom.
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Milani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage.
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh, definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Kachina's always been strong. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot springs.
Yeah,
Talk to you later.
It's strong.
Oh, wait.
Didn't have.
You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can...
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Rule? Oh, wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past, so now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature artificial springs first. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers. I know they can...
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately. Could be a sign that the abyss is about to...
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that formidable, so...
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani, take them to the artificial spring first.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Relax. Oh, by the way, Atea, how have you been feeling lately?
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey, you over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot springs?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! You need a stern talking to!
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, and the Archon.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just... during battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal monster. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so serious.
That's normal. She never talks about her injury. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs so that more and more people can experience our tribe's natural wonders, even though she can't enjoy them herself. I really respect her for that. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some real hot water. Off we go. Need a surfboard?
Oh, I see. That's a great idea. I like it.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao. You three seem particularly cheerful today. What's the occasion?
Oh, Mualani, you're back. Who are these two?
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but Auntie Atea caught us, so we had to come here first.
Oh, what a coincidence! We were just talking about her.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Yeah, specifically the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty up.
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So you—
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you when—
Of course! Take your time. You should focus on
How
our
is this
guests
kid
for
not the
now.
chief?
These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones if you ask me. We really worked hard on them. So, and you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment, so we need to stay vigilant.
You got it, Chief.
Really
We'll keep an
good.
eye out. You can count on us.
All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mulan.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you guys, by the way. Come on, I'll
You literally are with us. Are you sure it's not Dose's house or? Why is it so? What?
So, what do you think? Can you feel the warmth relax every muscle in your body?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well. I'll just leave them here. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you! These are great!
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite, and something you should absolutely not learn from Mualani.
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural springs then. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were little. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water.
What's odd?
Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys all right?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I'm gonna help the others fix up that abandoned I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them unattended. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. We want to do our part too. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad otherwise.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natlan's ever seen.
Let's ride!
Mulani! Wait, you brought our guests too?
We're here to help!
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? The sooner we get this party started, the sooner we get to enjoy the real party. Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. We'll need to dig under it. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Oh, they're moldy as all get out. Ugh. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh, but don't just accept the first offer they give you.
I'm not good at haggling. Why don't you go?
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy. How about we handle things here while you three deal with the shopping?
Yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. All right.
Ooh.
Right here! Right here!
Hey there, Yellowfast. Hope business has been going well.
Well, if it isn't Moalani, back from the pilgrimage?
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So, what'll it be today?
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see. So, can we expect a discount?
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for?
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but we're throwing a hot spring party for Auntie.
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decorations on the house, and I'll give you 20% off the cloth and wood.
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need to get rid of it or it's gonna go moldy.
All right. Such a handful. Just give me a moment while I pack all this up for you.
Wow, that was amazing, Mulani!
All in a day's work.
It's gonna be
By the way,
annoying.
Yellowfast, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle. I'm sure she'll like it.
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double check, make sure nothing's missing.
Let me see. Huh? What's this crate of juice doing here?
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you? And have fun!
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Thanks a lot, Yellowfast. Well, that's our shopping done. Let's head back. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water unblocked too. Good work.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff! We set it down near the cave entrance.
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone, and let's get back to work.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. Traveler, mind lending me a hand?
Say
So,
word!
I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here, and the snacks and drinks can go over there. So, what do you think?
It looks amazing! Paimon had no idea you were such a great designer!
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation and not to mention this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite this long. Guess it's...
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Atea volunteered. So she's on watch tonight.
I see. Well, guess the surprise will... This could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion if... Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too. Come on, I'll take... All right, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep, good night! Paimon's exhausted. We really went all over the place today, didn't we? Anyway, we need to be well rested for the party tomorrow, so let's head...
I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Wait, meanwhile, China. No shot. Is it actually? Right.
Traveler, Paimon!
Mualani?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back. Come with me.
Mualani, a little help over here. We can't hold them.
One moment. I'll be right there. Couldn't have said it better, Hang in there. We're here to help.
Let's get it on!
Into the wind!
Woohoo! Japan!
The tide rises!
Let's round them up! Have they been contaminated by the Abyss?
No, they are the Abyss. Destroy them!
Let's finish this.
Thank you.
I'm already. Go help the others.
We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Thanks for your help. It would have taken me ages on my... Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. We still have no idea where these Let's go ask Amina. She'll... Off we go.
Yeah,
Let's
story
ride.
special mode.
Need a surfboard? Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those monsters. We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses. No casualties so far, though.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but
We don't have enough manpower to take an abyssal pylon?
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will exhaust our defenses.
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area. We're searching for them as we speak.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon.
Of course! We can't just sit on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
Faster!
Wait, this is C1? C3? Holy shit. Ah. And they had to give us the blast.
Carving waves!
Out of the way or get blown away!
Wind strike!
Let's ride!
Thank goodness you were here.
Mulani, is that the pylon?
That's it, all right. Come on, let's get rid of...
Oh, come on.
Carving waves! Amazing! Surf's up! Rain of fun!
Get blown away!
Slip! Woohoo! Look alive!
Pylon! It's over there! Hurry!
Clouds high. The birds come!
Let's shred, Sharpie! Let's ride! Woohoo! Buckle up! Hi! Drilling down! Let her rip!
The wind knows.
Look alive! Ha! Carving waves! Surf's up!
Wind strike!
Hi! Gloves off! Japan! Yeah! Yeah! Whew! That should do it, right?
I don't see any more monsters, so...
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on...
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but... that's how our ancestors have always lived. Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Fighting back is the only option. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! They're coming from... Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky. We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so...
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
It's nothing. I can walk it off. Here goes.
One with nature. Falling leaves adorn my...
Buckle up.
Ateya, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? If I'm here, means that thing is long gone. I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani and Ateya. What's going on? We were told the second pylon was over.
Ateya took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone get a doctor!
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is they didn't destroy anything. This is a beautiful hot spring, by the way. I can tell how much work you put in.
Wait, no! This was meant...
For me.
Ateya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. It couldn't be more obvious that you were hiding something. And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told you, you have to choose them based on the temperature of the water?
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost here and you're gonna get all better. Then we can have a meal together and I'll help you make what...
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
Oh, that's a real... It's gonna go back to this.
The crystal's been purified? When?
Now, this is a good way introduction to bring back it. This is...
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
Ateya! Ateya! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power, it's being cleansed away!
How can that be?
I never knew that was even possible.
Ateya!
The mark of the abyss. It's gone.
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Ateya's body. That didn't injure you in any way, did it? You're sure?
Eh?
Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Ateya's recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid. Let's make it an occasion to remember. Dismissed!
Got it!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's bothering you. What's wrong?
Abyssal power still exists within her body.
We think Auntie Ateya's illness has taken...
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now...
Hello? Traveler? Maybe you can zone out some
Maybe
other
you
time
should.
because Paimon can barely keep her eyes open. Let's head back for now.
Maybe you should learn to shut up.
Need to start carving waves! Right here! Let her rip!
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. You sensed it, didn't you? I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all. But looks like it was no use.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. It's too You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing. Baked them all fresh this morning.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani.
Yeah?
You've gotten so tall. You know that? Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot springs. It's like all that time passed in the blink. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Ateo, what's going? Traveler, did something happen? Both of you
I guess I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for reinforcements. It's because my body isn't going to last much longer. Your friend saved my life in that cave, and because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. But I'm just a few days shy of the end. The hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I had a bad feeling then, but I didn't want it to be true. I wanted to believe you were actually
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. Both are worth celebrating. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old friend. I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could no longer take to the front lines, especially as our nation slid deeper. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, even at the end of my life, but because I got to see you in action, Mualani. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe or our nation's future. You have the capacity to bring us all together. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. But I've done what I needed to do. The future, just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. Thank you for telling me all this. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just think of it as a relic I'm leaving for her. It's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight, I never took it off. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will. She'll know what I'm trying to say.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the party. No use spending what little time I have left being sad.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't hurry up, there won't be any snacks left!
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full stomach? Hey, are you listening to me?
Nope, I would never listen to anybody. Even me.
Life is a journey in which there's no turning back. So forge ahead and don't hold back.
Wait, how much do I? Because I don't want. Actually, I got more. See one and 60. Ini mau bertanya juga.
If you're bored, why don't we take a look at my collection together? If something catches your eye, feel free to take it.
I'll enjoy the next 2 hours. Okay, I'll confess. Of this 2 hours.
I just saw a brick that wasn't properly stacked. What should I do?
Then I'll just do the
Now it feels like there's a little
one.
saurian scratching away. Just.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The Abyss kind of threw a wrench in our Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs. So, not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last?
Yep, this here.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is...
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she...
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadiums.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger, it's just...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly... But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Tevat. You know about that, right?
During the age of
That's
Conria.
right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Tevat, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Black stone on the white stone. Hooray! My two gifts. Yes. Oh, Bellet and Fidget discount. That was discount. Oh. I like this kind of system. It's very easy. Chiba, daring. Oh, that head stuff. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. It's not bad.
Whoa, this place is packed already!
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanichi, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up, so Kachina...
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
What the heck? We never had this kind of text in just singing.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something...
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team said, think about it. The Ode rekindled... Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more...
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of...
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have... Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly...
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she...
Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways.
I mean, that girl didn't look up.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's...
No! She's been waiting for this moment, no matter how daunting the situation. No matter how... We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her...
Fine. We'll find out what...
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and... However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others. If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish, but now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No,
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? I know you said you were investigating the situation, but
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend... So...
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be—
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the abyss. Of doing her— She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her, and we supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me.
That's not fair.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our... If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss...
The Loom of Fate.
There will likely be more but if we stop altogether. The Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kenichi, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage.
It's the Loom of Fate.
So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out. I understand your anger, Mualani. But I hope that provided some clarity, at least.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the sea of soul. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is...
Just like you said, Archon. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rest.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well, if you're going, Traveler.
Lali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
What?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the best things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little.
You mean?
Yes.
Ah. The pyronosis.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyeb have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends. All we can do.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Ah, here it comes, Kagatana.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
Yeah. Let's go! Nothing.
The Archon of Natlan.
Ah, his force.
A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Oh, he's so cool!
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Ah, such power. Ooh, impact. Whatever. Good. Why did he use his right arm? Wouldn't the right arm be more better choice? Because he's the more dominant arm.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Nightwind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should...
Of course. I'll head out right now. Do you still
Yes. But...
We're gonna be like, oh, his poor weapon.
Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its arc. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Ark?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
Who would like having fire hair? That'd be sick. Or maybe it'll be ice or like.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what...
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head...
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Paimon really hopes nothing goes wrong.
I just saw her.
Wine is right over there. Let's go.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the spirit speaker stone.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue...
Rescue her? From the Night...
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper. So she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her, but let's get back to business. Wayna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman, experienced.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Vichama? What?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Thank you.
Good luck. I hope everything goes...
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff top. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back? No. If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But...
Are you okay?
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for...
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name...
Then we're agreed. Can I...
It's like a bullhorns.
Huh. I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Sitlali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you...
We'll go right away. What do you...
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's...
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck.
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Need a letter set? I can help.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for...
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much...
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see.
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast...
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right. That's everything.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to...
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale.
Perfect. Is that the only...
That might be tough.
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything's going according...
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does...
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. How's he doing? Malko's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Vichama and Malko grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malko was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Malko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malko's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering And some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But, anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Karena escape.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Kichama mentioned. Let's get closer!
Longer, Bichama?
Not long! We're getting close! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the
abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malko. No, what?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's.
In that case, we have no choice. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker's stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing!
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko.
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me but it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the night. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to her, though, you are only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wina the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. Huh, they're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm... My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Tosca for a few minutes.
I'll be just a moment.
Damn, he'll be first to get scolded by your little sibling.
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me.
So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
About that.
If only Tonegif Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay?
Oh my
I'll wait
God,
here
poor
for your
guy.
safe return.
Poor guy. Gotta get you alive.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
All right, we'll have a look.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch?
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Is that an incense jar?
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool.
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Yeah, I can see why it's...
The powder still needs some time to settle. So let's wait a little Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot.
Isn't that the club from the freaking, Battle Pass?
Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power.
Oh, so the
After he
first Pyro
ascended to the
Archon
divine
was a
throne,
man.
he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natlan. Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are real. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
Yeah, so true.
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you...
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyup is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyup to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyup saved me. even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not—
Yeah, we're so close, we can't call it quits now! Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to— This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose—
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
I think it's time. So bye. I hope you enjoyed your Arctic Quest on the moon. Bye bye. See you later.